The first case that we have this morning for Trilogy, while we're waiting on, we had a person on Willow Glen that was first, but we're still waiting on the attorney. First case on Trilogy was Alexis Davis. Trilogy Apartments versus Alexis Davis. Miss Davis, are you still on here?
Yes, I am.
I gotcha. Mr. Grant, do you need a breakout room with Miss Davis, or I don't know what's the status of this case?
I would be happy to speak with her briefly in the breakout room.
Perfect. Do you want me to put your
Yes.
Manager in there with you?
Yes, please.
All right. What I'm going to do, Miss Davis, is I'm going to put you in a breakout room. All you have to do is, when I tell you in just a second, all you have to do is hit join, okay? There'll be an icon that comes up, just hit join and you'll go into that private room. And everybody else just hang out. Good morning, Mr. McCausland.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm actually engaged in another Zoom hearing.
Okay, well, are you ready to go? I have 3 people that are on the line now for Willow Glen.
If you're going to put us in a breakout room, is that your practice?
Well, yes, I can do that. Although the first one, I don't think. I mean, I've got the person from your property manager from Willow Glen. I think the first one we can just get rid of on Willow Glen versus Judith Curitan. Miss Curitan, we got you. Yeah. My understanding is that you guys had a conversation yesterday. Who's the manager from Willow Glen?
Me. My name's Farheen.
What's your first name?
Farheen.
Frankie?
Farheen, Farheen.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm juggling two.
Well, my understanding is that this has got, that you've worked this out with, that she's got, that you were on a call yesterday, correct?
Correct. So we have assistance coming for
I'm
her. So I just
engaged
have
in
to
another Zoom hearing just now, in another court.
We're just gonna read the script.
Okay. Got it.
Hang on till we get
Great,
him
thank you.
back. All right. On Willow Glen versus Curtin, that yesterday there was a telephone conference about assistance. What's the status of that?
So currently, I just sent over paperwork, so I'm just waiting on a response for them, really. So it's just ID. It's not ID. I'm sorry. Mostly like her lease and a couple other paperworks. I just need to send over to her for them to start the process.
Okay, so.
And on my side, I'm totally, everything is sent in. We're just waiting on them to send their documents.
So do I just need an adjourn date? What do I need to do?
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask for until all documents get in.
Can we put this over
it-
for a week?
I don't know, will a
We
week
can do
be?
that.
Pardon?
We can do that. A week usually persists because when I send them documents over, it only takes them usually just a couple days to get back to me.
Okay, then we'll put it over for 1 week to November the 19th at 11.
Same dial-in number?
Same dial-in, correct. And then, but let me know if you've got it straightened out, please let, the civil department know so we can pull it from the docket.
Okay, no problem.
All right, okay, Ms. Curtin, we will either see you next week or good luck, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You
you,
do
ma'am.
well.
All right, Mr. McCausland, I have, Betty Howard on the line also. Ms. Howard, are you there? Ms. Howard? Did I lose her? We had her before. Oh, yeah. Or Mr. Howard, you gotta unmute yourself. You gotta unmute yourself. No, there's a little red button lower left. Yep, you got it. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yep, okay. On Willow Glen versus Betty Howard, what's the status of this case? Is this an assistance case or no?
yeah,
We haven't gotten any assistance for her in specific.
Okay, well, Ms. Howard, are you saying that you think that you have applied for assistance?
yes,
Did you give the property manager the information?
yes, I did.
Can Mr. McCausland, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your property manager to have a conversation with her about this, okay?
Thank you.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta close out my other rooms and.
Okay,
start again.
excuse me.
Hang on 1 second. What I want you to do is I'm gonna put you in a breakout room to talk to Mr. McCausland and the property manager. So all you have to do right now is hit join. See a little thing came up on your screen? Hit join and you'll go into a private room. Okay? Now calling Trilogy versus Alexis Davis.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, for the record, Joel Grand on behalf of plaintiff, the Trilogy Apartments. Your Honor, we had an opportunity to discuss this matter in the breakout room. Ms. Davis does not have any dispute regarding the total amount that is due. She, however, did want to ask the court if she could get more time than the statutory 10 days.
How much time do you need, Miss Davis?
I'm just asking until the 26th, November 26th. So it's just 3 days later.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell you this, but we're not doing an eviction in that 3 days anyway. So it's sort of academic. I'll go ahead and I'll issue a judgment for possession, writ to issue, instead of on the 22nd. I'm actually gonna do it on the 30th because we're only open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that week anyway. And I wouldn't sign the writ, so it's gonna be on the 30th.
Okay, so the money has to be due before November 30th, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, Your Honor, I will.
Yeah, and then what you do on that, counsel, is, correct me if I'm wrong, Paige, I know you're on here, is that you need to do the judgment and email it to us at civil34dc@gmail.com.
Judge, can we have them fax them in? Because for some reason, they were getting lost in the email.
Okay, what's the fax number?
734-941-3614.
Did you get that? 941-3614, fax it over and we're still emailing them back, correct?
No, we're just mailing them back.
Okay, well, Paige, we're gonna have to get that straight because
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? We need to get Marie and Mariah on that.
Or, I mean, was the, like the e-signing working for you?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm just going to keep doing it with you. We were having a problem the other way.
Yeah, I'm not having any problems with it. So can he email it over?
Yep, and then I'll just e-sign.
Yeah, so Mr. Grand, email it.
Okay, could you give me that, confirm that email again?
Sure, it's civil, CIVEIL 34dc@gmail.com.
Thank you. I will send that over as soon as we're done with the hearings.
Perfect. And then I can then you're all set, Miss Davis.
Okay, Judge, could you please just clarify one more time? You said by November 30th, it has to be paid, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep. Have a good day.
You as
Now
well.
I have Ponce Garner.
Yes, I'm
Mr.
here.
Garner, are you on here?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Grant, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Garner.
Thank you.
And your administrator.
Thank you.
Go ahead and hit join. Mr. McCausland.
I can bring you up to speed on what's going on with Miss Howard. We were here a
Okay.
week ago. She indicated, I guess at that time, that she was going to be contacting Lakeshore Legal Services. I guess she did contact them. She says that she's waiting to hear back from them. She hasn't applied to any agency for assistance and obviously hasn't provided anything to us regarding assistance.
Miss, we don't have her back. She's still in the breakout room.
You want me to go get her?
No,
Okay.
I can go get her now. It won't let me. Oh, it's telling me I can only, how do I delete her out of this without deleting them? Yeah, we'll wait for just a second. Do you have an objection, Mr.? Did I lose you? Oh, I thought I lost you, Mr. McCausland. Do you have an objection when she gets back if I adjourn it 1 week and tell her she has to have proof within the week, or otherwise I'm going to issue the default?
That would be fine with me, Your Honor.
Okay, there she is. Miss Howard,
Yes.
I'm going to adjourn this matter for 1 week. You have to get Lakeshore Legal Services involved or apply for aid within that week, or otherwise I'm going to issue a judgment for possession, okay?
All right, I already went to the grave.
Okay, well, you got to follow through with them on filing for, for assistance. I'm gonna adjourn this 1 week to November the 19th at 11 o'clock.
All right.
All right? And if it's resolved, Mr. McCausland, let us know.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. You're all set, ma'am.
All right.
And then, Mr. McCausland, the last one that you have that's present right now is, St. Paul Bryant. Mr. Bryant, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Bryant?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Mr. McCausland, same thing. I'll go ahead and put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bryant. Hang on just a second. The other breakout room is terminating, and if I stick you in, it'll kick you right back out. So give me just a minute. Did you have enough time, Mr. Grand, or do you need to go back in?
No, we were fine, Your Honor. We had enough time.
All right, let me go ahead and stick Mr. McCausland in a breakout room, and then I'll do your case. All right, Mr. Bryant, what you're gonna do is hit join and you'll go into a private room.
Okay.
Mr. Grand, on recalling Trilogy versus Ponce Garner.
And for the record, Joel Grand on behalf of plaintiff, the Trilogy Apartments.
Have you had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Garner?
Yes, we did. Mr. Garner and I discussed this matter, and we are going to enter a consent judgment with the total to retain possession, inclusive of costs, of $2,387.52, with an order of eviction to issue if not paid before November 26th, 2020.
November the 26th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Garner? You have to unmute yourself.
Once. Okay, there we go. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that you have to pay that amount to the apartments before the 26th for you to retain possession. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, I'll issue a writ for eviction, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, then Mr. Grant, same thing, email it to us.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Mr. McCausland, did you have enough time with Mr. Bryant?
We did. He's
People-
working on his assistants.
Wait,
And if you
let me
could-
call the case. Hang on. Willow Glen versus St. Paul Bryant. Go ahead, Mr. McCausland. He's working on assistance. Go ahead.
He's working on assistants. He expects to have that in place by next week. And he's been making partial payments. So we would ask that you adjourn this until.
Also to the 19th at 11. That's fine.
Great.
Do you understand, Mr. Bryant? The same place. Hopefully you're resolved and they call us and pull it off of the docket for next week. But we'll just give it a date next week to track it, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set, Mr. McCausland. You can email us those judgments. Mr. McCausland, you have two other cases, Taylor Diamond and Tyrone Stevens.
Tyrone Stevens will be dismissing.
Okay, that's dismissed. Okay, so the only thing you have left is Diamond Taylor, and the default time is in 10 minutes at 11:30. All right.
Okay. So
All
I'll
right,
stop.
back to you, Mr. Grand. The next one that I have is Shamanic Napier, and she's been on for a few.
Yeah, for
You want me to go ahead and put you in a breakout room with Miss Napier?
Yes, please.
All right, Miss Napier, same thing. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room.
Give you dates at 12/3 and 8:30.
Okay.
Hang on one second.
And then I just had this Smith's case.
And you just have to hit join.
She was getting hooked up with legal aid. And it sounds like maybe she's moving anyway, just trying to get her security deposit there.
And
No, I'm not moving. I'm talking about-
Latavia Jackson, still trying to connect to audio. Not sure. Oh, she is a trilogy case.
So all of these,
Maybe just speak your situation.
all of these cases then have been adjourned in.
Miss Doty, can you hear me? You got to unmute yourself, bottom left, the little red. You got it. Can you hear me now?
Yes, hello?
Yes, yes. This Alicia Kramer and Carolyn Doty?
I'm here right now. My girlfriend's at work right now.
Okay, that's fine. Hold on just a second. The attorney's in a breakout room. As soon as he gets back, we'll do your case next, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just hang on. Mr. Grand, Trilogy versus Shamanic Napier. Did you have an opportunity to speak to Miss Napier?
We did have an opportunity to speak, Your Honor. And Your Honor, we don't have any disagreement on the amounts, and Ms. Napier understands that the full balance of $2,401.37 is going to be due on or before November 26th, 2020.
Is that correct, Ms. Napier?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
So, I'm going to sign a judgment for possession if the money isn't paid by the 26th of November, then a writ will issue to evict you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. I just got one question. What is what the thing, the cause that is causing me? I just transferred jobs because I just got this place on September. So I just transferred jobs due to COVID. And then
Okay.
it's just the thing that's holding me up is the late fees. Like right now, I have a $600 money order for the trilogies. I do. I have partial. I have $600 right now to my name, but I'm only working 32 hours because I just got my foot in the door in this new job. But then I've been approved for overtime this Friday, which is tomorrow. So this 600 the 600 payment that I'm paying tomorrow is worth off of 2 weeks of work of weeks. And right now I'm only getting paid $409. My check is literally $409. Like I can't sick. I mean, I'm only giving $6 because I got to pay DT and I have to pay for food. And on top of that, I have to pay for daycare because there's COVID still going around and there's only certain amount of daycares.
Did you seek out assistance at all?
Yes, I did. And it was valid to them. They denied it because it was voluntary. EDP offered me help. EDP and because I got legal, because on my eviction it says how to get legal help. I literally called one of them agencies, and then one of them agencies was going to help me because I never had a place. I never had. She was like, you should be. She said you should be able to get this. You should be. But then I called the trilogies trying to get them to fill out the application, and it's voluntary. We don't have to. That's what I don't know what they have going on. But
wait, stop. So did you guys not fill out the EDP stuff, Mr. Grand?
I don't recall. I don't recall if this is a client that's participating with the EDP program or not.
Well, she obviously said she tried to, and that that Trilogy wouldn't fill out the paperwork.
True, that is true.
I mean, hold on, Miss Napier, Mr. Grand.
Yeah, Chris, is Trilogy participating in the EDP program?
No, at this time we are not.
Hang on 1 second. I have to hang on 1 minute.
Yeah, I believe that's the program that we were not working with.
Okay, I just hadn't recalled offhand.
No, you're okay. It's okay.
I don't know which program you guys are working with. I just know that's the program that offered me help, and I'm not sure. I just looked on the little eviction notice how to get help, and I called one of those numbers. That's it. They offered me help. That's it.
Okay, so you're saying that Trilogy isn't obligated, so they've decided not to participate in the EDP. Is that correct, Mr. Grand?
That's correct.
Have you reached out to Lakeshore Legal Services?
I'm Lakeshore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what Lakeshore Services is. I get help from DHS Services.
Well, here's my question. I mean, Mr. Grand said that you guys agreed to this date of November 26th, and what you're telling me is that you haven't agreed to that date, because it doesn't sound like to me that you're going to be able to make up the difference and pay that $2,400, which means I would issue a writ to evict you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I told him he said the 23rd, then he tried to switch it to the 26th, and all I can do is be sure of what I'm going to have. Like, I don't know what else to do. I try to get help. I'm doing as best as I can. I'm go to work every day. I don't know what else to do, Your Honor. Like,
no, I understand.
I'm a single mom.
No, I understand.
And
it can't issue. That's a holiday. You gave the date of the 26th, which is Thanksgiving. We can't do that date anyway, Mr. Grand. That's not an appropriate date.
I can't afford to lose my house though, because I don't have nowhere to take my kids. I just don't, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. This is my first place.
Well, you know what? You know what, Miss Napier, I want you to call I want you to call Lakeshore Legal Aid Services. Send her the number in the chat. I'm going to adjourn this matter 1 week to the November 19th at 11 a.m. I want you to call them, okay?
Okay.
Paige, did you hear me? Send her the number in the chat.
Yep, I'm going to do that right now, Judge.
All right, so you're going to get a phone number in the chat. Tell them that you've got a hearing date and that Trilogy doesn't participate with the EDP. Ask them whatever options, if you have any other way of getting assistance. You're going to call back in just like this with me next Thursday, okay?
Okay.
All All right, and she's gonna send you, do you know how to, are you Zoom efficient enough that you're gonna see a chat that's gonna give you a phone number?
Yeah, I see it right here.
Okay,
I see it right
screenshot
here.
it so that you've got it and then call them, okay?
Okay, I will. I'll give them a call as soon as I get off this.
Okay, Mr. Grant, I'm adjourning this 1 week.
Okay, Your Honor.
I have Latavia Jackson, who is continuing to try to attempt to join by audio with no success. Alicia, Carlin Doty and Alicia Kramer. Mr. Doty, I know you're on there. I spoke to him. Mr. Grant, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Doty.
Thank you.
I'm all set, Your Honor.
You are all set.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Make sure you call Miss Napier and tell them you have a hearing next week.
I am about to call right now as soon as I end this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and hit join. In the meantime, on Willow Glen, did we lose Mr. McCausland?
I'm not sure. I can message him if you'd like.
Yeah, please do, because we have Mr. Alonso on here. So we need to do that case.
No problem. Let me message him.
Although, why isn't this case on my docket page?
It should be the very last one on the front page.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking those were all trilogy. Miss Jackson, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Miss Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it. All right. I saw you trying to connect for a while. You figured it out. Give me just a minute.
Yeah.
The attorney is in a breakout room with another tenant. And so as soon as he gets back on, I'll put you in a breakout room with him, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. And then Mr. Alonso, can you hear me? You unmute yourself, lower left. Perfect. Mr. Alonso, yes. As soon as we get the attorney, we'll do your case, okay? Okay, Mr. Alonso? Yeah, you sound like you have a terrible connection. Maybe walk outside. Are you on your phone?
Okay.
Ah, perfect. All right, just hang out. We're just waiting on the attorney,
Hello?
okay? Hang out just for a few minutes.
Yes.
I apologize. I had to take a phone call real quick. Okay, so on Trilogy versus Alicia Kramer and Carolyn Doty, did you have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Doty?
I did, Your Honor. And in this case, once again, Mr. Doty indicates that we have no disagreement that the rent retained possession, including court costs, is $2,502.87. Mr. Doty indicates that he's going to be able to pay that within the next couple of days. So he has no issue with the order being entered with a writ date of November 23rd, 2020.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then I will issue a judgment for possession with the writ to issue on that day. Make sure you pay your rent before that, okay?
Yes, no problem. I probably will be able to have it by Monday.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. Then you're all set.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You
On
too.
Trilogy versus Latavia Jackson. Miss Jackson, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the attorney. Hang on one second. And all you have to do, Miss Jackson, is hit join and you'll go into a private room.
Okay.
And then on Willow Glen, did you find Mr. McCausland? Any word from Mr. McCausland? You're muted.
Do you want me to try to give him a call, Judge?
Yeah, please do.
He said that he thought that you said send the judgment, so he's getting back on now.
Oh, okay, yeah, I said at 11:30 I would,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize, and Mr. Alonso jumped on, so
He should be back any minute.
we're good. There he is. Sorry about. Sorry about the confusion, Mr. McCausland. I am, you can take the default on Diamond Taylor, but we had Jamar Alonso show up. So on Mr. Alonso's case, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in a breakout room, okay?
Sure.
Oh, shoot. Hang on, I gotta close out the other one. Hang on just a second. You're gonna have to wait just a minute. It won't let me delete it while it's closing out, so hang on just a second. On Trilogy Apartments versus Latavia Jackson, Mr. Grand? You're muted.
Sorry about that, Your Honor.
That's okay.
We're gonna need to have a trial on this matter. This is a termination of tenancy case, and we do not have any sort of an agreement.
All right, is that a, do you have an attorney, Miss Jackson, or are you gonna get an attorney?
Your Honor, but when this court was last adjourned, right after, because the attorney for the plaintiff told me that my court date would be on the 11th, actually, and something just told me to double check. So I went back to the clerk and they told me, actually, your court date is on the 12th.
That's fine. That's not what I asked you.
But you're not letting me finish. They told me this, mysteriously, my lock from my mailbox has been broken off. I have not been able to receive any mail, so I have not had any good time to find representation, and the leasing office will not fix my mailbox so that I can continue to receive mail.
Okay, the mail situation, there isn't anything I can do about. I can adjourn this matter 1 week for you to get an attorney. So I'm gonna adjourn it 1 week to November the 19th at 11 a.m. Get an attorney and have them appear next week.
Can you please advise the plaintiff to fix my mailbox, Your Honor?
I mean,
Because
obviously.
they have not returned any of my calls.
Obviously, they're on notice. Stop, please stop, please stop. Trilogy, you'll get her mailbox fixed in the meantime?
Yes, we'll put a work order in for that.
Okay, thank you. Then, and I'll see you in 1 week, Miss Jackson. Make sure you let your attorney know that the time is on the same Zoom next Thursday. And then, Mr. Grand, in the meantime, I would just advise you that if it's going to be set for a trial, if it's by Zoom, we can do it at any time. If it's not, it may be a problem because of the increase in numbers, we're not, I'm not setting anything live right now. So,
Your Honor, I have no interest in coming into a courthouse anywhere in the state in person.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'm just letting you know that
I appreciate that.
I can do everything by Zoom and that's fine. But I'm adjourning felony cases that are live and stuff. And so
I understand, Your Honor. My client and I are perfectly happy.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Miss Jackson, then I will see you next week at 11 o'clock. Okay. And if you
thank you.
If you aren't hiring an attorney and you need the phone number to Lakeshore Legal Aid, our civil department, Paige, why don't you just send it to her just in case? In the chat, she's going to send you the number for Lakeshore Legal Aid. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. What's the issue on the termination? Just out of curiosity.
When my client tried to have repairs done in her apartment, she threatened the people.
Okay. I just wanted to know the skinny on it, not details. Okay, Miss Jackson, legal aid or your own court-appointed attorney or own retained attorney, excuse me. And I'll see you next Thursday, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Same time, same place. All right, Mr. Grand, you have 3 cases left: Trilogy versus Travers Richards, Trilogy versus Timothy Solo, and Trilogy versus Paige Lindsay. All 3 of those are default judgments, writ to issue 10 days. So you can go ahead and send those over.
Your Honor, my one question is, would the court prefer that I scan and email all of the judgments in one package, or should I email them individually with the case number?
Paige, what's your preference?
All at once, so that way I can just send one email to you.
There's your answer, all at once.
Or if
Works
you
for
want to
me, Your
even
Honor.
do like all the consents and then all of the defaults, that's fine too. But grouping them together is easier.
If it's the same to the court, I'll be just as happy to just send them all in one package. Unless the
That's
court
fine.
would prefer they be separated.
Okay, all right, thank you, you're all set.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Jackson is back. What did you need, Miss Jackson? What did you need, Miss Jackson? Hello?
She needs me to send her the number again, so I'll go ahead and chat it.
Did you have enough time, Mr. McCausland?
Yes, we did.
On Willow Glen versus Jameer Alonso?
Yes.
We spoke in the breakout room. He's applied for assistance. We've received communication from the agency, and we've already responded back to them. Don't know whether he's going to qualify or how much he'll qualify for, but this is the second hearing. I'd ask the court to go ahead and enter a judgment at this time, giving him until the 23rd to get this taken care of. I'm assuming they'll take care of it in the next week.
Okay, is that your understanding, Mr. Alonso?
Yes.
All right, then I'll issue judgment for possession, writ to issue on the 23rd. Mr. Alonso, make sure that you let them know that that's the, what the status is, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Then thank you very much. And